Welcome back, guys, to another session of stretching with myself, Coach Dragos from Strong Dragon Training. I'm going to take you guys today to a very simple stretch, but an amazing one for your spine. It will help you elongate your spine and stretch the muscles that are running right down and on the side of your spine, and you will feel amazing, especially if you have a sedentary job where all day requires you to be in almost a crunch position. Sometimes you don't even realize that you're bending forward. You're so focused on your work that you don't realize that you're hunched, crest, and compressed with your spine. But at the end of the day, or if you even have an opportunity for this kind of a stretch in your office space, you can try to do it and just see how much more amazing you will feel when your spine is nicely stretched and elongated. Let's dive right into it, guys. So, the stretch that I'm talking about does not necessarily require any kind of special equipment except for something where you can hang off of. Now, there's a lot of different machines out there that allow you, like inverted tables or boots that you put around your ankles and you hang upside down. All these different kind of devices that essentially, for the table, for example, you hook your feet into this block, into this pad, this hook pad, and the table turns, inverts upside down, and you're essentially hanging. These other boots you essentially put around your leg. You have a special contraption that attaches to a bar. You clamp the boot on, and again, you're hanging upside down, which is very great to elongate your spine, your neck. You just release all the tension and the pressure. But what I can tell you for a fact is I have met people in the past, I've met a lot of them who said it's amazing, it's an amazing stretch. And physiologically, I can see and understand how and what that is, because all of the pressure of, even if you're standing all day long, let's not even go to what I said in my intro, you're staying at a computer and you're hunched, you're compressing your spine, blah blah blah. Even the mere fact that you are standing or walking around all day long, because of gravity, everything gets pulled down, right? So it's logical and common sense that, of course, your spine is going to have that compression of gravity. That's why they're also saying that you're a couple of millimeters taller when you wake up in the morning, because when you're in bed, you're nice lying down flat, and you allow your spine to elongate, to stretch out, to release a little bit, so that when you wake up fresh first thing in the morning, you have that extra couple of millimeters of height, whereas throughout the day, that comes back down. Now, and like I mentioned, back to the inverted table and the stretching of the spine. Hanging upside down like that, a lot of people say is amazing. I've tried it actually myself. I like it. I like the idea of it, but the one thing that I don't like is that when I'm getting more and more relaxed, I'm feeling a lot of, blood flow to the head, a lot of heat coming through my face and head and all that. It bugs me a little bit. It's not necessarily that it's a bad thing, but I've had clients in the past who had problems with blood pressure and things like that, and it wasn't necessarily the right way for them to stretch their spine. So one of the ways that I find is very simple, very easy, and very to the point, and does exactly the same thing, but in the meantime you also stretch a lot of muscles like your lats, your traps get a little bit of a stretch out of it, your biceps, triceps, everything gets a stretch out of it, is stretching, hanging from something, but not upside down, hanging normally, like from a pull-up bar, for example. So I got this bar right over here that I'm going to use today, but of course you guys, if you, let's say you work in a truck all day long, you go into the back of your trailer, if you can reach the top of the trailer, you'll be able to use that as your hang bar. If you go into your house, into your basement like I have up here, you can just clip your fingers on the edge of this pole, this metal pole, and just hang. Anything you literally can hang from, you can do this stretch. It doesn't matter. So here's what I want you guys to try. Generally, I recommend to have the grip essentially shoulder width apart on the bar. Keep it simple, keep it to the point, nothing too anatomically scientific or anything like that. So from this point, what I'm going to get you guys to try and do is have a good grip on the bar, okay? Don't let go, you're gonna fall, it's gonna hurt. have a good grip on the bar, and I want you to start at the knees. Now, if you can see my feet, they're on the floor right now. The advanced version of this is letting yourself gently loose, gently, oh, that actually got a little bit of a pop in my back, so my back released a little bit. Gently letting yourself loose, having your hands and your arms just holding you up there. Oh my goodness, this feels so great already. And like I said, the advanced version is to take your feet off the floor and just hang. The only muscles contracting right now are the ones in my forearms, my hands, of course, the shoulders a little bit that hold me together, but you're not engaging like you would in a pull-up, right? You're still trying mentally to relax everything, your chest, your lats, your traps, your buys the best you can. The only thing that's a little bit uncomfortable is your grip. Now, that is the advanced version. If you're not too comfortable, of course, you probably can't hold your weight. If you can't do a pull-up, of course, to hang from something like this with the legs underneath you, it's probably very difficult. You're not going to be able to hold the 30 seconds needed to get this proper stretch. So as you can see my feet on the floor, all I'm doing is I'm going numb at the knees. My feet are still on the floor. Look at that. They're still on the floor. They're still taking some of my body weight, right? But what I'm doing is I'm not putting so much pressure in to contract and push back the lumbar region of my spine, but I'm giving myself rather just enough support to be able to continue to hang and still feel the stretch. Now, when you do this one, this ties into one of my earlier videos as well about the latissimus dorsi, or the wing stretch, right? This kind of a stretch right here targets that a little bit as well, because remember where they attach. They attach right underneath in this area of your humerus. So when you're hanging like this, you let that stretch go down all the way. Your lower back gets a stretch out of it. The chest gets a stretch out of it as well, right? It elongates, and oh, this feels so good. After a long day when all you're doing is walking around, or you're sitting in front of a computer and you're just bent and crunched over every day, this is an amazing stretch to get those erector spinae, the spine, in between the discs of the spine, and just have everything stretch out like a nice little elastic. So just like with the other stretches and my other videos that I've shown you guys, breathe very gently. Breathe very gently. The one thing that I will warn you about this kind of a stretch is what you may feel if you're not used to it, right? When you do the inverted table, or the boots, the upside down stretch with the boots, the inverted stretch for your spine, I've never felt like I had a difficult time breathing. The only time that I found that, the only issue rather that I found with those ones, like I mentioned earlier, is that blood rushes to my head, and sometimes because I have problems with my blood pressure, things like that, I was feeling dizzy, I wasn't feeling comfortable, etc., etc., etc. With this one, what I will warn you, you'll find is that when stretching in this fashion, in this manner, you are allowing your lats, your upper back, your chest, everything, your biceps, your deltoids, they're all stretching out, and especially in the mid area over here, the chest, the upper back, the lats, stretching out like that, they're acting a little bit on your rib cage, on your diaphragm. They are essentially, in a way, almost restricting the ability to get a full breath of air in, you know, that flexibility of the rib cage and that expansion of the diaphragm is not necessarily allowed to inflate and deflate when you're in this position. So what I would suggest in a point like that is, maybe your stretch is not going to last 30 seconds. You got to ease your way into it and get your body used to it. But with it, I want you to try and relax. And when you have that deep breath in, to almost imagine that now I'm going deeper, I'm going lower, I'm allowing my diaphragm, my rib cage, everything to just expand, and getting in as much breath as possible, but don't allow your mind to focus on the restriction. Allow it to focus on just getting oxygen in and oxygen out. That's it. So with practice and time, you will be able to get over this kind of a feeling that I can't get the deep breath in, because physiologically speaking, when you're stretching in this manner, yes, like I said, you are putting that pressure on your ribcage, that a little bit of restriction, right? But it's nothing to be worried about. It's nothing that you're going to suffocate with or make anything worse. You are actually really helping your entire body work with gravity and have your spine from being like this flexed and compressed to releasing a little bit and giving it the break that it needs after a long day of probably running around, walking around, or just as simple as sitting in front of a computer and just not getting it the freedom, the flexibility, and the rotation and mobility that it needs. So that's what I want you guys to keep an eye on, and to try this kind of a stretch. See how it works for you. Incorporate it. Even if you're at the office, I'm sure you have a door frame somewhere in that building, or even if you go out a parking lot, maybe a tree branch or something. Don't ruin your suit though. If you have your suit, probably not a good idea to do this kind of a stretch, to rip your underarm of the suit, but do be careful, do be watchful, and if you have the opportunity to do it, I recommend doing it throughout the day. You know, you do maybe an hour, or sometimes you're so busy, you do 2 hours of work, but when you take that break, you know how they always recommend it, every 20 to 30 minutes you should give yourself a break from a chair, move everything, get that blood flowing, maybe even take a walk down your hallway. Try to do this stretch as well whenever you get a chance, 20, 30, an hour, 2 hours, whenever you get a break, try to do this stretch. Try to allow your body to decompress a little bit. Okay, so once you've tried that, guys, let me know please in the comments, how did you feel? How did everything, how did you feel the release? Did you find that it was a little bit too restrictive for your breathing? Did you find it difficult? Do you prefer the inverted table out of all of this? Let me know. I'm curious to hear all of your thoughts. I'm curious to hear what you guys have tried in the past, rather, can't talk tonight, what you've tried in the past to decompress your spine. Now, I'm not talking about if you went to a physiotherapist or chiropractor, things like that. I'm not talking about any kind of medical environment. You know, what have you tried personally, or what kind of a movement feels amazing for you to do this kind of a stretch, decompress your spine, and allow for that feeling of release to happen? I'm curious to hear from you guys. Drop me a message in the comments. Please let me know what works for you. If this video has helped you at all, guys, or has opened the doors to some new ideas and some new ways of making your life and improving your life, please drop me a like and subscribe. I'll be posting more of these videos because I'm really hoping that I'm helping somebody out there, and I enjoy doing these kinds of things just to kind of give out information out there and help you guys with anything. And remember that if you have questions, you're more than welcome to message me, drop it in the comments below, or if you want to go to my Instagram page, Strong Dragon 2017, STRONGDRAGON 2017 is my Instagram. You can direct message me over there, or my website is going to launch as of August 1st, www.thestrongdragon.com, and you'll be able to be there, a part of a beautiful community. You know, even if you leave me your name right now and your information, name, email, and phone number, I will be able to have you first on the list on being part of that community. I am building this kind of a location, a place where everybody can have access to nutrition ideas and nutrition facts and exercise and workouts and fitness and health knowledge and information in general, all for free. It's going to be free to sign up, guys. You don't have to pay anything. All of that information is there for you guys to enjoy, learn about, or maybe refresh on things that you know. It's going to be absolutely amazing. My name is Dragos from Strong Dragon Training. Again, if you like this video, like and subscribe. I'm looking forward to putting more workout and more informational videos like these out there as much as I can, and keep you guys in the loop. And if you have any ideas or questions, or some specific exercises or stretches that you want to know about, I'll be more than happy to do a customized video for anybody out there. I'll see you guys on my next video. Strong Dragon Training, the flame of fitness.